The cycle of change. This, oh my friends, this is a life changer here. We're going to start at the new idea spot. This is the cycle of change, and for me, I feel it's the cycle of how our lives work, like as human beings. I think this is like the programming that Earth has. You have a new idea, and then you go through the creating process. Somehow it arrives. Once you have something, you start getting ready for the next new thing. A lot of us land into the it's here thing and we're like, oh my gosh, finally a bit of safety. And then we don't prepare for what comes next. Instead, we hold on to that keeping that new thing still and stuck. And the cycle of change keeps going. So we get pushed into the new thing. My idea was to open Just Be and work for myself 100% of the time. I did all of that creating. Somehow along the way it happened. And I latched on to that sucker. And I said, this is here to stay, and I'm not going to change it, and it's going to be stuck. Because that was my idea, and it's here. And I didn't start going, okay, I have what I have now. This is my new foundation. What comes next? I latched on, and then boom, my body was like, guess what? There's new ideas. You've been ignoring them. So let's beef these out a little bit more, okay? So the new idea stage, this is what it feels like. This is the point of sudden change. New ideas often come when there's sudden change. When the current job that you have becomes so exhausting that you're like, something's got to change. That's a form of sudden change. I'll use my example. I started almost passing out. Oh, guess what? That's sudden change. Right? Lots of examples of sudden change. We can choose the sudden change, or we can wait and it'll happen to us. But the new idea moment is sudden change. They are simultaneously. Anytime sudden change happens, guess what? You are in a new cycle of change. New layers of self start to be revealed. This happens in our desires. Lots of new layers of myself come through. Lots of new layers of yourself are coming through. New desires become revealed, even though they make us want to vomit sometimes. Then we go into the creating stage. This is where so much commitment happens. That 1, 2, 3 steps that I shared in the emails. It's like the first commitment we have is like, you know what, that new idea, I think I want that. That's boom, you just committed to it. Then you get into the place where I was, which was like, oh, I have to spend some money on this? Are you kidding me? What? That's that next, a little bit of uncomfortable commitment. So the first commitment was inside of your comfort zone. Then you have to commit a little stretchy. And then, even more commitment, right? This is where the nothing and nothing and nothing is happening. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, you have to stretch a little bit more. I have to invest more money that I actually have for myself. Oh, I have to invest more time. Oh, I have to start telling people about this thing I'm creating. Oh, uncomfortable, uncomfortable, uncomfortable. When you stretch your comfort zone to the point that that circle of comfort zone around you envelops the experience you're trying to create, then it arrives. When you stretch your comfort zone to cover the amount of space that that experience is that you want is inside of that comfort zone now, you get the experience. So let's say right now your comfort zone is here, the shape of a donut. Your dream business is somewhere out here. That's your dream business. That's your dream life that comes with the dream business. The RV, the coffee shop, the graphic design, the helping others, the embodiment, the whatever. It's right out here. This is where you're at right now. This is your comfort zone, and this is everything that's happening in your life right now. Probably today, if not already, you've been like, I agree to change even though it's scary. Maybe in the next few weeks, it'll be like, oh, I have an idea that costs a little bit of money. Oh, I have to put myself out there and start talking on camera. Oh, I need to learn a new skill. I need to learn sales. Nothing and nothing and nothing is happening. And then let's say you get to the spot where, okay, nothing is happening. The only thing that makes sense in my brain is to quit my job and jump all in. And if that's the circle where that experience is at, then you've made it there. And now that gets to happen. So when nothing is happening, but you're doing, it's because that comfort zone is not stretched far enough. When you stretch it enough that it encapsulates the experience you desire to have, then it will come in instantly. And so that doesn't mean, it's called spiritual bypassing. We go, okay, right now I'm at this new idea stage, and if I want this big dream, I'm just gonna like make myself super uncomfortable. It doesn't really work that way. It is a stretching, it's not an explosion. So let it be a stretchy process rather than an explosive process. It does work both ways. I should say it worked. I have quit my job many times before, not knowing what comes next, and I've gotten what I wanted, but at a great cost that I don't recommend. Then it's here. This is the moment we all wait for, but I promise you, after the past 45 days I've had, the moment that you're going to start desiring is the creating process, not even the it's here process. You'll have the it's here moment, and that's where you're like, oh, I can be comfortable because it's my comfort zone now. I can breathe. No more stretching for a little bit. It starts to be familiar. You should definitely celebrate when these moments happen, when you reach milestones, 100%. Celebrate, let it be comfortable, let it be familiar, recover. Change is hard, creating is hard. But when you're there, start going, okay, what comes next for me? What do I desire now? I have this desire, it's mine now. What do I desire next? When I look back at my life, I don't know about you guys, this is how it's gone, just not consciously. When we know it is coming, when we know it's happening, that's where you get to actually create and have fun. You are co-creating with yourself, with that source of deep love within you. It gets to be fun when you know it's happening. And let's deepen this even further. The new idea spot, this is where you two are in. New idea time, shortest amount of actual time, the actual minutes you'll spend here. Shortest amount of time. It takes the medium, the middle amount of energy. Medium amount of energy. And this is a time for planning. You have your new idea. Shortest amount of time because it's like that quick. Could happen in one of your pure vision activations. You're like, boom, new idea. Medium amount of energy, and this is a time for planning. Assessing your resources and letting your mind make that equation. This is what I want. This is what I have. What should I do first? What gets me excited? Creating is when we take our plan and we take action on it. This is the longest amount of minutes, usually. And it is the most amount of energy. And this is commitment after commitment after commitment. Today, you might commit to your new idea by writing it down on paper. Tomorrow, you might commit to your new idea by telling a friend. And it's okay if your ideas change over time, too. Maybe day 3, you have to buy a new microphone. Maybe day 4, you have to record yourself and post it on social media. Maybe day 5, X, Y, and Z. Day 5, you make an LLC for the new business that you want. Day 6, you reach out to some experts who do what you want to do or who have a piece in the puzzle, and you see if they're on board to help you. Right? Whatever that inspired action that your brain comes up with. The longest amount of time. The it's here moment takes the medium. Oh, no, I think I put that. Middle amount of time. There we go. The middle amount of time. So whereas the new idea, shortest amount of time, can happen in a second, creating is the longest amount of time. The it's here moment is the medium amount of time. This is where you're celebrating, you're resting, you're recovering, you're starting to be open to new ideas on the horizon. This takes the least amount of energy, as it should. This is recovery time. This is, I'm not putting any energy out. I am in my new norm. I just did a holy moly heck of a lot, stretching my comfort zone. Time to rest. Time to enjoy what I've created. I celebrate that what was once a scary, terrifying idea is now here today in front of me. My external reality has mirrored my internal shifts. We often get stuck bouncing between the new idea and the creating. And so not only do we get stuck here sometimes when we're just unaware of the stretching cycle, sometimes we get stuck here when it's just not quite the right idea yet. And that's totally fine. We have a new idea, write it down on paper, we tell a friend, we start investing, meaning you're actually starting to live out that new idea a little bit, and maybe you just don't enjoy it as much as you thought you would. Cool, go back to the drawing board. Totally fine. Wipe it clean, you gave it a try, you lived it out, doesn't feel like what you thought it would. Boom, go back to the drawing board. Cool. The other reason we get stuck here is we forget our why. Let me move you guys up a little bit. We forget our why, and suddenly the energy we need to put in is not worth it. Sometimes, and like, don't miss this opportunity if it happens to you. I see people not having a clear why and then just bouncing back to the new idea. If you don't have your clear why, just like sit in that space and figure out what your why is. Because for me, I was really excited about the Twitch idea, and my why was not clear enough to me yet. But I held on. I was like, this is exciting to me. I want to know why this is important. And so far, every doubt, every insecurity that's come up since I've realized that and became conscious has felt worth it. So allow yourself, if the idea feels exciting, but you're doubting it, or like the doubts are feeling very real, just get a little bit clearer on your why. It doesn't mean the idea is bad. It just means that why hasn't landed consciously for you. So figure out what that is. The other time people get stuck is when they think that their creation demands more resources than what they have. Notice what keeps you in this cycle, for better or worse, without judgment. Notice what keeps you there. Probably up to date, it's been the fears and the doubts and not landing in the decision maker role that you have. Just not knowing the cycle of change, not knowing that it demands you to stretch your comfort zone. Because if you're like me, discomfort has been a signal of lack of safety. If I'm uncomfortable, something is wrong. I'm not doing the right thing. When in reality, that's just been simply stretching my comfort zone so that my comfort zone can encapsulate the experiences I want to have. That's cool. If I know that, that's great, and I can move forward with it. So just notice what's kept you here for too long, because the world needs your dreams and your desires. You need your dreams and your desires. Whether you are accepting that today or not, you need it. You need it. I need it. The world needs it. Everybody needs your desires. We just don't know why until it happens.